Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning, Nelson.
It
Good
is
morning, Brian. Good
Putting
to
my
see you.
phone away.
Good morning.
Good morning, neighbors.
Good morning. Good morning, neighbors.
What should be my neighbor?
Won't you?
So today we are smoking the San Cristobal Revelation.
By Ashton.
Little about the cigar. It is a cigar that's actually blended or manufactured in the Don Pepin, my father factory by Don Pepin Garcia. I cannot talk. Sumatra, Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with a lighter filler from Esteli, Nicaragua. So it's got a nice little spice to it, a little Nicaraguan spice. But it's also got some sweetness to it from the Sumatra wrapper, and it's very good. It's not so much a savory cigar like some of the stuff we smoked last week with AJ and stuff like that. So it's a nice breakfast cigar, although it does say on the app that it's kind of a full-bodied cigar.
Medium to full.
Yeah, I haven't got that yet, obviously.
I would put it in the medium portfolio. It is reminiscent of a lot of my father blends with that kind of upfront pepperiness. I haven't retrohaled yet, so I don't know how that's going to affect it.
I just slightly retrohaled and it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, it's more of a white. It's more of a. I don't know if it's so much a pepper as much as it's a spice. So I mean, the retro wasn't really. Didn't.
No, actually.
There's a little burn there, but I mean, it's not like.
It's not like lava.
I found the retrohale to be pretty good.
And it gives it a creamy component, I think, to the flavor profile.
It does have a creamy component. So the Revelations, San Cristobal, is what our Ashton event will be built off of. Yes?
It'll feature.
The focus.
Sure.
Yes. So, our event coming up on 2 October is going to be a Ashton event featuring the San Cristobal Revelation. And it's San Cristobal. You all can pronounce it however you want.
I want to pronounce it Sloopy.
No, not Sloppy.
No, Sloopy. Sloppy's not here.
No, Sloppy's not here.
I'm looking forward to the event, though. I mean, we've had, like you said in your last video, it's more, they do things a little bit more upscale and elegance and things like that. And I think Ashton kind of goes that way. Like you walk into a lounge, somebody's smoking, I don't know, a Cristal. You're like, hey, what you smoking? I smoke Cristal. It's like a man cigar, like man cigar, kind of thing. But like if you're smoking a Davidoff or an Ashton, like, ooh, you're smoking an Ashton. It's kind of like there's like a elegance behind the brand. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm kind of looking forward to that.
There's a weight of like status behind the Ashton brand.
Yeah.
It's a classic brand. It's been around for a long time. It's very well respected.
Compared to what they do with
not-
Magneto.
yeah.
Magneto's that way too.
Yeah, but it's not like an unaffordable brand. It's just the kind of brand that you'd expect, people in suits to smoke.
I mean, cause you gotta think.
Or
the original.
people watching Polo to smoke.
Okay, so like the original band, they came out on the Ashtons and the Ashton Classic and the Maludos. They're very sleek and very classic, I would say. Very, what's that word I want to use? And then some of the others, like the ESG, like the ESG and the PSG and the San Cristobal and all of these others have more of an ornate label, very gold.
It's beautiful
rich.
artwork.
This label,
Rich.
this
Beautiful.
Another part of the cigar that screams my father factory is the band.
Is it type of band? Yeah.
I mean, my father's cigars have just beautiful bands to them. You know, they're not like, you know, they don't just have a little design. They have pictures and all kinds of really nice things on them. And this screams that, you know.
This one has a parrot with 2 medals.
There's also the Roma de Cuba on the Ashton line. That's affordable. I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the VSGs, the ESGs are the higher end. They're the more pricier cigars. I tell you, that VSG is amazing.
In the
If
Wizard
you're
format.
if you're a bourbon drinker, Ashton has you covered because there's like 5 or 6 different Ashton cigars that pair exceptionally well with different bourbons. The VSG is one, the Revelations is one, Elegancia, San Cristobal is one, and the Aroma de Cuba is another. So this cigar is, the brand is meant for like people who enjoy fighting things. So you're gonna enjoy the cigar. So when Alex is here, he's going to bring a variety of things, and I think we've said this before. I've said it before,
Right.
but
No,
you
you're
get
doing it
to
now, so.
taste. You get to taste different foods and see how that impacts the flavors that you get out of the cigar. So it'll be a little hands-on, it'll be a little kind of cool. We'll have a little demo going on with this thing. We look forward to it.
What flavor are you getting at? Are you
I was
guys
just
getting
gonna
now?
say, I was gonna talk about that. It's not as punch in the face as some of the ones we smoked before. Where it's like
Pepper is
oh,
almost gone.
I mean, dry draw was kind of a fruity dark chocolate, which is really cool. Like I didn't light it for a long time. I just sat over there and dry drawn it because it's like who doesn't like a dark chocolate or cherry or something like that? You know what I mean? It was like that. It's earthy with like it's not the flavor of cinnamon, but it's like this spice in your mouth and you have cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? It's like that little bit of a tingle, a burn from cinnamon. Kind of, and the sweetness I would almost say is like cashew sweetness. You know, it's and maybe some coffee in there. I mean, it's
No, I don't
complex. Huh?
I don't get coffee.
I'm
trying to pinpoint this.
Darkness is not just the earth. Almost, it's not bitter in a bad way, but it's like dark coffee. You know what I mean?
To me, I mean, there's a little bit of a woodiness. To me, it's a hint of earth. It's just like a scotch of earth.
Maybe it's because it's raining outside. but it's like
I've
a
got
damp
more earth. I got more earth in this than I do anything else.
And it's like to me, it's like a damp earth, like going outside after a rainstorm and that kind of thing.
Which
is not like cedar or.
Which is perfect for today.
Yeah, that's what I
It
said.
rained
Maybe
all
I'm
last
being
night.
influenced because there was a monsoon on the way here when I was driving. But
This is weird. We're like kind of like all over the place on this cigar.
We are. 'Cause I'm very,
I think it's
I'm very
complex.
It is a complex cigar.
I think a lot of times certain flavors, you know, like wood, earth, leather, they have similar flavor profiles unless it's just, and earth can be all over the place. I mean, we talk about
Yeah.
root vegetables, mushrooms, soil. I mean, you can be all over the place with earth. But, you know, you
It's
could,
true.
you
It's
could
true.
probably call one person's like damp earth is another person's type of wood.
I mean, I think the word that kind of comes to mind as I'm smoking it is kind of thick. It has this thickness to the flavor.
a little heavy.
It's not.
Yeah, I'm not getting any kind of like, I mean, body wise, to me it's mild plus maybe medium. You know you're smoking a cigar because you got a nice finish to it. It has a long finish from one cup to the next, but it's not, you know, affecting you in any way. The flavor is medium plus though, especially because of that long finish. You get a lot of flavor. good cigar, and I love the retro hill. I really love the retro.
So there will be a humidor as the grand prize with the Ashton event. The humidor, I cannot remember the name of the company right offhand, but the humidor was manufactured in Ireland, and the company that manufactured this humidor has gone out of business. These are humidors that cannot be manufactured today, so it's a legacy humidor. It's an older humidor. Ashton has a selection of these set aside specifically for when larger events happen. And
We're a larger event.
We have an opportunity to partake in that. It's going to be nice.
Then I went up.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Another thing today that I think it is important, that has nothing to do with cigar related whatsoever, is it's not opening day, but it's football Sunday.
Football.
I'm super excited about that just because the whole COVID thing, knocking sports out for a long time and watching John Wick for the umpteenth time and stuff like that, that's all fine and good, but I'm really ready to see some NFL football, no matter who your team is, whether it's the lowly Bengals,
Or the great Cowboys, America's
or
team.
the a team that has like a really good running back quarterback combination, great offensive line, and then sucks every week like Dallas. You have high expectations for a team like Dallas, and they go out and blow it. It's the Bengals are who they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be
Shitty.
a bad team, and they're
Shitty.
a bad team. You get what you get what's advertised.
Or you can root for Detroit.
Yeah, you can root for Detroit and just be sad. Look at the team, look at the fans in the stands with the bags on their heads. It's all good. Anyhow, but it's exciting. I'm excited. There's like energy in the lounge when football season go. I mean, everybody shows up, and we got the screamers and the yellers at the TVs. We got the whiners and the criers at the TV.
Then we got the
Kevin,
people who leave the room
yeah.
to get away from everyone.
Yeah. Going to take a nap. Wake me up when it's over. But it's just a fun time, and it brings a lot of energy to the lounge. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad it's back. I'm glad COVID hasn't completely canceled out the season and everything like that. So it's going to be an exciting time to see good friends and have good cigars. And just, smoke a Revelation, because it's a great cigar.
This cigar will be a revelation in your life if you've not smoked it before.
Not in a biblical way, because that would be bad.
That would be bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
holds its ash well. I just
well,
tried.
Ashton would hold his ash.
I just tried tapping it, and
Yeah,
that ash
you
ain't coming
tap
off.
that ash.
Did you try to tap that ash?
With his thick wood that he's got. No, my God.
Whoa. Where is this going? Where is this going?
This is why we're not
It's
Ashton
going
Reps.
down my throat.
Oh, Jesus
Because that
Christ.
whole gentleman's, thing we had going on before, that's out the window.
That's out the window right now.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, Brian.
Yeah, we're
All right,
high class.
So again,
Shut
shut up. All right, so this is progressing extremely well. I mean, it was strong at the beginning, and it was so mellow. My flavors have like melded together now. I mean, I'm about an inch in now, and the flavor is just mellowed out completely. I love it.
Looks like it started with the Nicaraguan thing. Even though it's got some Sumatra wrapper on it, that with a lot of the flavor, the experience of it, it had that, like you said, my father kind of spice beginning to it, and it smells it out.
So mellowed out.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
mellowed out.
And now that we're nice and mellow, then we should cut it short. It's already going to be a long video anyway.
Okay.
But before we go, I want to remind everyone that on October 1st, we are changing our hours to 10 to 10. That would be 10 in the morning, 10 in the evening, every day, Sunday through Saturday.
Every day.
Every day. So just remember, 10 to 10, starting on October 1st. All right, that's all I needed to say.
All right, you have
Closing
anything else
comments?
to say?
Closing comments, sir?
beautiful day. Supposed to be 83, I think. Overcast most of the day. A little bit of rain. Bring your galoshes. I don't
Or your rubbers.
I don't know. Wear your rubbers. Wear your rubbers in the lounge.
Stay protected.
Bring your rubbers and stay
Put
for
a hat
seconds.
on it.
And did you just say stay for seconds?
Protected.
Oh, stay protected.
And on that note, stay safe.
Stay sane.
Stay healthy.
I'm not sane.
Salud.
Salud.
Why?
I've never seen a video go from a class in elegance to dick jokes. That's
Dick
quick.
What the?
I mean, it was like, bam.
This
Well,
cigar-
it
this
started.
cigar is for people who
It
play
started in
polo.
my head when
What
you
are your
said,
rubbers?
yeah, when you said it's like a thick wood. I'm like, oh shit. I get to say that.
Where do you think what?
And you're an inch in. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I just lost my ass.
Asshole. Let me try tapping again. Up there goes. Perfect. Perfect burn. Beautiful.
I always like how I luckily get the band facing the camera. It usually does not. Usually I don't even think to do it. I just that's how I was holding the cigar at the time.
All right. It's a pretty cigar. Turning off my speaker.